Good morning, Monday morning, everyone. Manchester United fans all around the world. How does it feel? We can only laugh. We can only share a little bit positive vibes. But boy, do I not looking forward for this week ahead. Dreading that we are going to play Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup final on Wednesday and Manchester City over the weekend. And of course, witnessing Jurgen Klopp playing the kids yesterday against a 1 billion assembled squad, Pochettino, Todd Boehly, Aka Chelsea, and winning the Carabou Cup final, which was Ten Hag's and ours last season, wasn't so pleasant to see. It wasn't, guys. And why? Well, on this channel, we keep it as real as possible, and that's what we are, Realist TV. First and foremost, it shows you that you always have a system and plan. I mean, I hate Klopp. I hate Liverpool. I can't stand them. But what a gutsy move in an FA Cup final to play your kids. That means that you have a plan B, a plan C. You have developed a system. No matter who falls out, anyone can play your system. And it doesn't seem like Ten Hag has it at the moment. We got to 100% talk about his statement. That didn't go down well with me. That didn't go down with the press. And I think that didn't go down with the majority of the fan base when he's saying, we saw what we saw in this game. And at the end of the day, to come out to say that this team showed a lot of character, fighting back, we deserved the equalizer and went for the win. We showed big personal and character. Well, hang on a second. What happened until the 86th minute then, Eric? What game was you watching? And why did you allow Fulham to do so? Arguably speaking, if you look at goals conceded, last season Ten Hag his team conceded 43 goals. And that was the end of the season. Ten Hag, we have played... Oh, wait, hang on. We have 12 more Premier League goals to play, and you have conceded 36 goals. 36 goals. Wow. That is a big problem. That is a big problem. And that comes down to that Ten Hag has been stubborn. He hasn't changed his way. There is certain problems in that squad, and there is that stubbornness. And he clearly believes, when you watch his press conference, he believes in his own ability and playing style. But the problem is, we are too easy to play against in the midfield. We're talking about that rest defense, 100%, right? When we go forward, his system this time of 2023-24 season is to, when you go forward, you play with 8 attackers and you keep one sitting midfielder, which is, in this case is Casemiro. So you have players like Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. They can't hold the ball. So in other sense is that when we lose possession up front, we get done by counterattacks. Yeah, I can understand that, you want to finish off the game, but a little bit too late. What happened in between? For me, as I said, Manchester United under Erik ten Hag this time around, you can look at what he's saying here. We will get injuries back. You've been saying that all along. But it's not about getting injuries back. It's about utilizing your full squad, like Jurgen Klopp did yesterday. Play the kids, rest the seniors, right? That's just an excuse. There's so many things I want to unpack here because he got very hard done. We've got to be balanced, right? Just because of FFP in January, the club decided to loan out the kids, to sell a lot of players, and basically to Ten Hag, here you go, play what you got and try to make top 4. Impossible. It's impossible. But that also comes down to you as a manager to finesse it, to have a look around. Who is pulling a shift in? Who is running through the brick walls for you? Is it Marcus Rashford? Hell no. Marcus has been trashed all the season. Marcus was the one that turned his back when Bassett had a 2-0, a 2-1 shot on target and goal. Could have been stopped. He turned his back. He did. But to have audacity to say that we need to strengthen the squad in the transfer window, then we have good players. Where is the good players with high potential coming up? Well, if you have high potential coming up, Ten Hag, then my solution is to you, right? You have nothing to lose, 10. FA Cup, play the under 21 and under 18s that are doing fantastically well. Rest the senior players, perhaps throw in one senior player in that squad on Wednesday to keep a little bit of a balance, right? It doesn't really marry up with what Ineos stands for and what Ineos wants to do. Yeah. Why? Well, we saw that victory speech or the first time, Sir Jim Ratcliffe spoke to the BBC and through the MUTV. He said that, yeah, Manchester United had good coaches, but it's not always been their fault. It's been all about the infrastructure above. True. But then he goes out to say that getting top four, getting into Europa is so important for Ineos himself and for FFP. So there is a little bit of a double-edged sword, and I believe that Ten Hag's job is not a marriage to what Ineos wants to achieve. If you have a look at what Brailsford is, what Omar Berrad is, it's all best in class. They want to appoint all the best in class backroom staff, and to come out here to say that you have very good players, you're talking about the future. What about now? What about the rest of the season? And this is going to be a very painful season if you don't fix it, Ten Hag, right? You're coming to this summer, and this is the first time that I've seen it for a very, very long time. There's a lot of clubs looking for managers at the moment. Elite clubs. We're talking Barcelona is looking for a manager. Liverpool will be looking for a manager. United potential will look for a manager. There's so many clubs looking for a manager this season. So I don't think if it continues this way that Ten Hag will survive. Not that I want him out. I want him to succeed, but I don't think he will. That's just a gut feeling. It's just a short stubbornness of not changing. Since October, he's been playing the same style, right? Same style. It's like the definition of madness to do the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You know that feeling. You know that feeling. In terms of general news, of course, Fabrizio Romano reported that Mason Greenwood potentially, there's no decision make. So whatever media is reporting and whatever Sir Jim Ratcliffe has said, they will talk about it internally. There's a general feeling that the club will cash in on Mason Greenwood. Why? Because it's a pure profit. It's a young talent that goes straight into the plus on the FFP books. But who will survive? Who will survive? Well, I don't believe, if you look at what Omar Berrad, a tweet came out to say over the weekend as well, that there won't be many players that will survive the cut. Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Anthony Martial, Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Dos Santos, Harry Maguire, Christian Eriksen, Luke Shaw, and Victor Lindelof. These are the players that I think will be on the chopping block. Why? Because they're all over. Oh, well, hang on. Lindelof will be sold anyway because he's on 120k per week. Luke Shaw, injury prone in terms of performance manager. You will look at it, right? How many minutes do you clock in on a season and how many minutes are you on sick leave? That's what Brailsford is doing. He's on 150k. It's not sustainable. Eriksen will be gone in this summer. Harry Maguire definitely will be gone in this summer. You can see the wage bill. Bruno Fernandes is not safe either. We're going to talk about Bruno Fernandes. And what the hell did we buy Mason Mount for? He hasn't been available. He's been, oh my God, we played like 6 games, Premier League games this season. Anthony Martial, he's going to be gone. That's another 250 out of the wage bill. Rashford, 300k a week and doing nothing other than going and taking 20 shots on a bar in Belfast. You know what we're talking about. So Rafael Varane, I think he will be gone. Casemiro will be gone, 350k a week. And boom, there you have it. Nobody is safe. Nobody is safe. Regarding Captain Bruno, well, look at this. This cannot continue if you are the captain, right? This was against Fulham. I will add this stage again. Here we go. Bruno receives the ball. Go, 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 go. Whoop. Nobody touches him, and he plays like he's dead, petulant. And you are the captain, set an example. Look at him now. Plays going on. He's rolling on the ground, getting up like nothing. You know what the problem is? The problem is that we have no leaders on the pitch. And the problem is that Ten Hag needs to nip it in the bud. If you want to survive Ten Hag, if you really want to have your job, show that you can drop Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, just swing the axe. And just what do you have to lose? The under 21s are playing impeccable at the moment. The under 18s are doing impeccable at the moment. You have 12 games to play. You've conceded 36 goals, and you're heading towards your worst, Manchester United's worst season ever. Jose Mourinho, when he was management, you guess how many goals we conceded? 15. 15, right? You haven't learned anything since October. I am upset, but I'm dreading the rest of the season. So if I was the manager and you were the manager, everyone knows what the problem is. It's time to make the change if you want your job to be survived. Anyway, just my Monday morning thoughts. We will talk about more of everything that went on this game, about Bruno Fernandes, about what's wrong with this team and this imbalance later on in Jarvis's Corner. But guys, there's no need to be negative. We have to look positively forward. How can we survive this season? And how can we finish the best we can? That's not down to us, but we have to support whatever goes down on the pitch. Guys, been Mick Ruby here, having my say, and hopefully we will see you later on the day. Bye for now.